Yeah, I wondered about this. Like, can I get rid of it? Examine. Adelaide's deserters dreamed of an independent life without board oversight. You taught them an important lesson. Never dream. What? That doesn't make a lot of sense, though. Because... Oh, well, I was going to say, I mean, I helped him come back to Edgewater, but I put Adelaide in charge. So I guess that was a bad thing to do, because they're still going to be controlled by the board. Oh, I feel bad about that. But then I felt bad about the idea of like cutting off power to Edgewater because it didn't make any sense to me. I figured if I cut off power to Edgewater, they would just send people out to turn it back on again and, you know, maybe even attack the deserters. Adelaide seemed excessively hateful toward the people who chose to work for the board. I don't know. I mean, it's fine to choose for yourself that you want to live a certain life, but I don't think you have the right to choose that for everyone else. I don't think she has the right to choose her life for everyone else. So that's why I didn't go with that route. I wasn't going to, you know, shut off Edgewater's power, and I didn't want to shut off her power either, and that's why I did what I did. I tried to broker a compromise where Adelaide was in charge of the settlement, and the jerk who was running it had to leave. I'm fine with that. I didn't know that was going to put a big fat Edgewater sign in my captain's quarters. Let's chuck that out the airlock. I don't want it. I don't want it. Can I remove it? I guess not. That sucks. And you know what else I can't remove? I can't remove headgear. Let me tell you a little story. Let me tell you a little story about Felix. So after I streamed yesterday, I was messing about, and I decided, hey, let's see what Felix looks like with these different helmets on. And so I was trying on different helmets, and I was like, no, I don't like it because I can't see his little face. So I was going to take him off. But you know what? You can't. I couldn't figure out how to get the helmets off of him. And I looked online, and everything I saw online said, yeah, once you put a helmet or eyewear or whatever on somebody, you can't take it back off again. And I was like, that's stupid. That sucks. Now, there's settings. You can go to your settings. I think that's under... I don't know where it is. Under options here. Yeah, settings. And I guess you can like disable headwear for your companions. But then that would also disable Parvati's cool goggles and stuff too, right? So I'm like, that's kind of glitchy. That's kind of lame. I don't like that. That's weak sauce. So I ended up reloading. I just reloaded an earlier autosave. And that's why he's back to normal. But yeah, that seems like kind of an odd thing in a game that, you know, like you can equip a helmet, but you can't unequip a helmet on your followers. It's a little weird. Like they give you all these other customizable options for your followers, but once you put a helmet on their head, it's glued there. It's kind of strange. Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. I was looking through... God, I really hate this codex, too. Can I just say that? Like, I hate the fact that it wants to tell me, but it just told me. Like, the game just told me that. And now it's in the codex, so the game's like, hey, you know what? There's this information in your codex that you already looked at, but we're going to tell you it's here. Which means, you know, that I'm confusing it with a quest. Because I see the star and I'm like, oh, is there an update to my quest? No, it's just the codex. UI in this game, I'm telling you, whoever did the QA for the UI, XYZ, PDQ, whoever did the quality assurance or whatever for the user interface, I'd like to know what their story was. What pressures were they under that these things got pushed through?
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Okay, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, Ada. Every time I come on the ship, I've noticed she'll tell me some kind of thing about, hey, you know what? There's these people and they're doing something. And I'll run up to take a look and it's nothing. They're just standing there. Like, I don't know if I was streaming when this happened or if it was after I was streaming and I was messing about with the weapons still. But I stepped on the ship and she was like, Felix and Ellie are having drinks together. And I was like, oh, really? Okay, let's go up here and see what happens. So I walk up and they're standing here and Felix was smoking and Ellie was drinking and they were chatting about some TV show or radio show or something. And they exchanged a couple of lines of dialogue, and then that was it. And it was totally irrelevant, and it was totally like, I mean, it wasn't even interesting. It wasn't like, oh, this is cool. Can I get involved in the conversation or anything? Like, no, it was just, it was like the game. It's like Ada is the game going, please pay attention to me. Look, there's things happening. It is cool. You might enjoy it. It's like, you don't have to tell me, Ada, when I step on the ship. You don't have to tell me. How about you just have them be there, and when I walk up the stairs, boop, oh, I'll encounter them, and then I'll hear them talking. And then it would feel natural. It would just feel normal. Instead of the ship going, hey, guess who's talking to each other? Hey, guess who's having an argument? Hey, guess who's drinking together? It's like it's junior high, and when I walk on the school campus, all the kids are going, hey, did you hear about this person and what they did? And you know, like it's gossip or something. I don't care.
You know Princess of Hephaestus? That late show about the freedom fighter with a pure heart and a mean right hook?
Don't care, Parvati. Like, see, I'm coming up here to use the fridge anyway, so I could just walk up here and encounter their conversation and be like, oh, cool, they're chatting, all right. But Ada's got to be all like, hey, there's things to see in the game. Don't miss it. It's annoying. I find it annoying. What's this? Oh, and pasta. All right, I'll put the pasta in there. All right, whiskey's going in my room, though. And if you want any, you'll have to come and see me to get it.